It's Friday, and I'm just realizing I wear this shirt almost every Friday. So if it looks like a duplicate, sorry. Just
Your
like my
Friday
Friday.
shirt.
I guess so. Welcome, welcome. Friday faves again, looking a little different, just like yesterday. We looked a little different, but Bill is still running things, not feeling great, but he's here helping us. But we have Reed and Maria joining us today to talk about all things Rumble. We're rumbling with recipes over here. And these are two of our team captains. Did I say that already? Two team captains joining us, right? Yes?
Yeah.
You guys can talk for me all you want. Just I will fill the space if you guys don't talk. So, but let's start with introducing your teams, because we have 5 total teams, and so two of our team captains were so lovely to join us. But it'd be fun to hear your team names, and we can talk about the products that are also being used from the different brands. But why don't we just, Maria, do you want to go first? Ladies first. Sorry, Reed. Could you just intro yourself and your team a little bit, and we'll just go from there.
Sure. I'm Maria from Stillwood Kitchen, and our team are the Tummy Rumblers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were debating. But that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's fun.
We got some good recipes coming. Some are already up. Some are still in the works. Still working on mine.
Yeah. Are there any of the brands that seem to be popular, like that everyone's enjoying? I mean, we have 6. They're all great, but have you any chatter about what people are really enjoying using?
I think I want to say the tamari, was it the teriyaki soy sauce, and the meats from US Wellness Meats.
Yeah.
There's a lot of meat recipes. Just kind of looking, the bacon for sure is a big popular one.
Yeah. Bill's got them up for you. He's sliding through some of your recipes right now. So it's the Jozo and the meats. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Furikake protein.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just reading.
The bacon from US Wellness Meats, I think I was saying this the other day, is one of my most surprising ones from this Rumble, considering it's like a DIY bacon that you get to make it your own, which I think is really, really fun. And that's been one of the most cool things to see how creators are using that.
So what's a DIY bacon? Because I have it, but I'm still trying to figure out what
it's not. So Maria, when you buy bacon at the store, it's like either smoked or there's some element of flavor that has been injected or added to it when they cure it. But this bacon is literally just bacon. And so it rendered beautiful fat. So I have a lovely container of bacon fat to go with it. But to be able to season it, Allie, like you said, to complement the recipe you're using it for, I love doing that, because in the recipe I'm using that bacon in, I added some of the adobo seasoning from Primal Palette, and it is spectacular. But it's really fun to not have an overly smoky bacon or something that wouldn't fit the profile of a recipe that, you might be used to using. So it's really, when Brent's on next week with US Wellness, I want him to talk about that, because I think it's really innovative. It's just really a fun spin on bacon.
Yeah, that's not something that I've heard of before. So I put it to the side that I'm definitely going to use it in a recipe, and I'll share it on social at some point. But I'm using some of the other US Wellness Meats products, but I was very curious about that.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
It is very unique. Yeah, there it is. Bill's got it pulled up. It is, it's a little thicker, than your store-bought bacon, which is great. I mean, you can buy thick cut bacon, but it was really fun to play with, I would say, in terms of recipe creation, and then to nibble as we go.
A lot of
so
sounds good.
Any recipes you want to shout out really quick, Maria, that Bill is scrolling through?
I honestly thought that Pooja has a recipe.
Her cheesecake bars, right?
The cheesecake bars.
There we are.
Those are stunning.
Yeah.
Just visually, it looks amazing, and you don't have to bake it. That really stood out.
And that has
purple
multiple
food
Citreve products, right? That has the blueberries and the lemon.
and the lemon.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And she was
So
talking
beautiful.
about it not that long ago, where she used the lemons, and it absorbed some of the moisture, and then it just kind of rehydrated it. So I'm like, well, that sounds like delicious.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
That's such a
they're beautiful products from Citreve. And for those listening, Citreve is a line of freeze-dried citrus, and she's got tomatoes and a bunch of many citrus offerings: grapefruit, blood orange, lemon, lime. It's just really a lot of fun to play with. Again, another really innovative way to explore in your recipe creation. So I love that.
Another one that really
Reed,
stood out was this. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
go
going to
ahead.
say
No, no,
the sweet potato beef sliders from Colleen's Healthy Life. They look amazing.
They do look amazing. I was staring at those earlier today.
Yeah.
That one has some really fun ones in there. That's just like the perfect bite.
Look at the goodness. Yeah. Yes, for sure. It's got like all the things that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that rosemary?
Looks like thyme to me. Yeah, I think it looks like fresh thyme. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It is thyme. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And very finger food forward, which is always fun.
Yeah, and she also used Maisley in there as well for, I guess, the sauce on there.
Probably the sauce. Yeah. Yeah.
3 brands in there. Looks amazing.
Yeah. It's great. Okay, Reed, sorry. We weren't done.
No, you're good.
But
You're good. Like now it's like lunchtime for me. So I'm like,
I know, same.
I'm Reed from Pesto and Potatoes, and I'm the captain for the Rowdy Rumblers. So we're like, if we go head to head with Maria's team, people will get our teams confused because our names are a little similar. But we're just kind of getting started. I have an amazing team of creators who are super active on Food Social and on the platform. And I'm really excited. I met with them yesterday and we talked through sort of recipe ideas, and there's some really amazing things in the works. Just a few recipes already on the platform for this competition, but it's just fun to like have so many incredible products to like play with, and I have a new personal product fave because of the recipe rumble, and I'm just having the most fun in the kitchen. Like,
you got to show them. We got to show, and we'll show your crackers you made with these because they're so cute and they sound delicious.
On the theme of Citreve, let's see if I can get this in here. These are the freeze-dried cherry tomatoes, and when I saw this product, I was like, I'm not sure exactly like how that's going to translate, but I immediately was like, I want to grind that up and make a tomato powder to make a cracker, because like tomato has such robust flavor. And I've said it a million times, but there's nothing worse than a January tomato. And so something that is like more packed from like the peak season of flavor like these are is really appealing to me. But they're like, the best way to describe them is that they're like that kind of popular freeze-dried candy that's sort of everywhere. So you like see all those dried candies, but this is like nature's candy, which I'm sure that's someone else's tag, right? But I ground them up and I added some dried basil and made a tomato basil cracker, which is like the perfect.
They're brilliant. Yeah.
And just the tomato flavor, like the umami punch of that, and it turns the cracker dough like kind of this red, like it's very appealing to look at.
It's gorgeous.
And the crackers are fun to make, and you can kind of just I use something to cut them out into shapes, but you could really just use a pizza roller to roll them out, brush them with olive oil and bake them. And they're just kind of it's fun to make homemade crackers, or to highlight this product in that way I thought was really just really fun. But now I'm like, I need a never-ending supply of these because they're so good. Like,
or maybe you have to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm like the next thing. I'm like, I'm gonna rehydrate them and like make like a bread dip with them, like kind of chop them up and then rehydrate them with olive oil and a little bit of hot water and make like a
Yeah.
dip. It just feels like, I don't know. They seem so
Now-
versatile.
Now you're copying what I'm going to do. You need to
Oh,
get out
well,
of
I'm
my
not-
head.
I'm just gonna do that for myself to enjoy.
Oh, okay.
And you can use your tomato crackers to even dip in that tomato dip.
Yeah. Yeah. What I was going to say is you could turn those into goldfish crackers. Get one of those goldfish cutters
Yeah,
and turn those into little tomato goldfish for your tomato soup or something.
yeah. Yeah, I looked
So
at those cutters. I thought about getting one of those. I know you've made
they
those
need
crackers.
to be bigger because it only
Yeah.
does like 5 at a time. And I have one and I'm like, I need 3 of those to just do it faster.
Oh, I saw a big one that does like, it does like 25 crackers at a time. It's like this big. It's
Oh.
like
Oh,
the
please
fish
send me
shape.
the link.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
It's
Because I have a goldfish recipe I want to do, but it's so time intensive because you have to do it so many times. So, okay, I'll get the link later. So yeah, we're
Like, are they easy to bake?
these, yeah, they're super easy. The trick to them, and I tested them multiple times. The trick is to get the dough super thin. This is with any cracker. If you want it to be crispy,
Right.
I mean, they're still delicious. The first time I made them, I was like, this flavor is spot on. I nailed it. But they were like more like little tiny pita breads, which is fine. But
Yeah.
they needed to bake a little bit longer, and you need to really get them like 1/16 of an inch thick. So I got the rolling out with the measured ends, and I like worked that dough, and it pushes back. So you kind of have to let it rest and then go for it. But once you get it really thin, they bake so easily. I flip them halfway through so they get evenly crispy on both sides. But
Nice.
yeah, they're super, like really easy, like surprisingly easy to make. I will say that.
Okay.
So we're going to see Zoe making these with you soon, right?
Yeah, I was thinking they would be really fun to make. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would work with like the Primal Palette gluten-free flour. I haven't tested them yet. I'm going to, but I know they'll work. That flour is a home run, so they'll work for this for sure.
Yeah. Very cool. Can you tease us with anything that your team has in the works or no?
Well, a lot of it, people are still like in the ideation phase, but I know, like Leah from my team has a cheese ball up that uses some multiple products, and she's working on some really fun stuff. But she's always one of the team members or one of the Food Social creators who really jumps ahead of the line. She's quick to turn things around. So she has a couple things up, but everyone else, when I met with them yesterday, they were just getting their products or like still thinking about what they're going to do. So I expect a lot of fun things. But all of the featured brands are being heavily represented in my team's recipes. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's great. Do you either of you on your teams have anyone doing this for the first time that hasn't, because this is our 3rd year doing this Recipe Rumble. Are there any first timers on either of your teams that are like having so much fun, or are they all repeat creators?
That I don't know, actually. I think most of them have done it before.
Okay. How about you?
But I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either. I think there is at least one newbie, because it's someone who I haven't seen them around before in these campaigns. So I don't know that she's she's maybe done other campaigns, but I don't think she's done a Recipe Rumble.
Okay.
She's newer. I think she's newer to the platform. So
Got it.
it'll be exciting to see what she brings to the table, but she's a very experienced recipe developer, so I know it'll be
cool.
It'll be worse.
How about you, Allie? We're all 4 on different teams, by the way. So, Allie, how about on you? Do you have repeaters or first timers on your team?
We have at least one first timer. Actually, I want
Yeah.
to say maybe we have at least two. We have some newbies, but our team is showing up. We have some really good recipes so far. I'm not a team
Yeah.
captain. Loretta's our team captain, and she's been amazing so far. Well, I mean, she'll be
Yeah.
amazing, but it's been really fun to see the recipes that have come so far. But yeah, I think we have at least two first timers.
Yeah.
But speaking of
That's fun.
experience, Rita, Maria,
Yeah.
you both have a lot of experience with these campaigns. You also have
Yeah.
experience with winning these campaigns.
Yeah.
Do you have any, that was Bill's nudge. Thanks for the reminder there. Do you have any thoughts, tips, like ideas to share with the group that can really help other creators be in that mindset to bring home some award-winning recipes or teams as a whole?
I mean, I can say, because the recipe I won for is a margarita recipe, and the key to any recipe development when you want to highlight a brand is to highlight the product, like let the product shine.
Yeah.
So not to keep talking about these crackers, but the reason that I decided to do crackers is I wanted that tomato flavor to shine in whatever I did, and I didn't want it to get watered down by a bunch of other ingredients. So I think in order to be like really successful, like make sure that the ingredient shows up in the recipe in a meaningful way and is like a new interesting twist that maybe someone hasn't thought about before, whether that's replacing a traditional ingredient that's in a sort of a more classic recipe. But just make sure that the ingredient and the flavor of that ingredient is a shining part of the dish.
Yeah.
I love that.
And brands appreciate it for sure, because that's why they are so generous in gifting these products, is so that you can showcase their items. So sorry, Allie, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was going to say the same thing. And even like just by trying these new products and finding fun ways to incorporate them, like Reed, you were just saying how much you loved these tomatoes because you had the opportunity to try them in this campaign. And I think finding ways to really elevate them is really the basis of what these campaigns are all about. So I love that suggestion.
Yeah.
Maria? I kind of agree with Reed. Like if you have a really great product, you kind of want to have it be the focus of the recipe. I try to make things easy. I'm a gluten-free baker, gluten-free cook. So I try to make things simple and easy and flavorful, right? You want it to taste amazing. So the recipe that I won for was a crumble, and it was a crisp. It had a shortbread crust on top, and I used the Primal Palace gluten-free flour, which is amazing. And so the crust, I think, is what highlighted that recipe. Because it was shortbread, but it was like a crust cobbler type dish. And like just highlighting something on top of that fruit filling just made it like that much more special.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. Yeah.
And
is that it? Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I do so many crisps and cobblers. I was like, was it a crisp or was it a cobbler? I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Well, what would you say is the difference? Let's talk about that. What's the difference in all of our minds between a crisp and a cobbler?
I believe a crisp has oats in it and a cobbler does not in the topping. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Crisp has oats, like oatmeal, like oats and flour and butter and sugar, and a cobbler does not have the oatmeal in it.
Interesting. I thought it was just the thickness of the top. Honestly, I thought a cobbler was more like biscuity on top versus a crisp being a little thinner. In my eyes, that's what I was thinking. And I'm not the authority. I'm just that was what I grew up understanding. So maybe it's just the way my mom did.
A cobbler can have a thick crust on top. Like it's more of a batter type crust, whereas a crisp is more loose and crumbly, and like it just sifts through your fingers, whereas a cobbler is more either like a batter, or in the recipe that I had one for, like I scooped it, placed it in different spots on top because it was thick.
Yeah.
Do you put flour in your crisp, Maria, in your topping?
In the topping, yes. Yeah.
Oh. In my crisp,
it would be like, it would be flour, oats, sugar, maybe brown sugar, salt.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Can't think of anything else. Yeah.
I'm a crisp kind of girl. I like a really crispy, the texture for me is just, that's what makes it yummy for me. But that's why I always think a crisp is my fave, because cobbler is just, the ratio's off for me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I would take either right now. If
Maria
were here, I know that I could get my cast iron skillet out and say, here you go, let's
cobbler it up.
Yeah, let's do it.
And they're so easy to make too, right? Like, you can make those any time of year because you can use frozen fruit,
which is so great. Yeah, and I would eat either. Believe me, I will. I'm a sweet tooth-aholic right here, so I would eat both, but my preference. So, So 2 of our team captains here. Maybe next week we'll have a couple more captains on. Next week, we also have 3 brands joining us on 3 different live shows next week. So we are full on into Rumble mode, Recipe Rumble, 3rd annual Recipe Rumble, I will say. We'll shout out all 6 sponsoring brands because we appreciate them so much. Who wants to go? Who wants to say all 6?
Unless one of you want to go.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, thank you so much to U.S. Wellness Meats, Primal Palate, Largellen Farm, Maisley, Citreve, and Jozo. And what I think is really, did I get them all? I think so.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yep. What I think is really fun about this is that the products are all so unique, so different, but they all really shine in their own ways. Like, we have quality products, and that's what makes our creators so excited to really get involved and want to participate. So I'm really excited. We have 55+ recipes so far, and we still have weeks to go. So much more fun.
Yeah, and so many come in the last week because, as to Reed's point, we're all kind of still thinking about things. And so we know, I think, should we try and throw a prediction out? How many? I think we could go over 130 recipes. Is that too much? Is it too much?
I don't know. I was going to say 125, so I think we're right in the pocket.
Okay.
I think at least 100. At least 100.
Easily, yeah, because we had 100 for the campaign last fall. Right.
Yeah.
So, and we have more brands, and so I don't know. I was just thinking we might tip over to a new record, but I'll just put it out there.
I think we're going to, based on my team has only uploaded 3 recipes, and I know 20 more are coming.
Right.
So
right.
I know,
and
that's just in my one team.
A few more coming. So.
All right. So my prediction will be 117.
Okay, 117. Okay. We'll next Friday we'll have a counter. We'll know where we're at by next Friday by that score, and then we'll continue. So, all right. Well, Reed and Maria, I almost called you Mary. Sorry about that. The Friday brain. Maria and Reed, 2 of our team captains. Thanks for being team captains. Number 1, it's a heavy lift to coordinate all that, so we appreciate you doing that. And thanks for joining us spontaneously today on Friday Faves and being willing to hop on with Allie and I and chatter about all things food. It's so easy to talk about food though, so we could talk for longer, but we'll wrap it up so everyone can get on to their weekend. If anyone wants to shop on our market, support the brands that Allie just shouted out, go do it and use the code FSLive for a little discount and a thank you for joining us. And we'll see you all next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe out there.
Thanks.
Have a good one. See ya. Bye.
Bye.